third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers on top, delivering the blowout. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Pacers trail by 20, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Sanders, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Sanders' shot is good.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Hill dishes to George. It's back to Hill. Thompson with the rebound.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
That's good.
Wow. What can you say?
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. The drive by Hill. Passes to Turner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists in the game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now Sanders. No good from outside.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Ellis wide open. The three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Sanders sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Sanders has got 47 points. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Ellis outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Sanders has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and it's George finishing it off.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Sanders. It's rebounded by Indiana. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Sanders with the steal. From deep. And that one's good. Sanders has got 11 points in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Move the ball.
From deep. And the rebound goes to Villanueva. Villanueva's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Kicks it to Hill. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Irving with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's James, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Lawson with the drive. That's tipped. Now here's Sanders. He's tightly guarded. Drills it from outside. Sanders has got 53.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
The shot by Lawson wide open. And count it from 19 feet away.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
Just breaking the spirit of their opponent 3 straight times this year. This win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with only 1 game left to go on the season against the Pacers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Sanders. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Paul George. And here are the Cavaliers now. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep, though.
And stolen by Fry. And here's Sanders. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tonight another example of this team's excellent work here at home. What does winning here at home mean to this team?
It means a lot. It means that we come in every night.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jetsman,
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse. Mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixe mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a voz dela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar.
All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here. Let's switch it up, everybody. Boston rebounding. Start it up. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead, keep shooting if you want.
a fifth wheel bus. Back in the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The man with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect. You're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on a planet deserted. That's the word, like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home. The biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh. the bachelor pad, show us some.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Well, for Minnesota, they're struggling through some mid-season doldrums at this point. It's been a ragged patch of the schedule for them lately. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing
the Timberwolves look to take charge here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. They've probably been looking forward to this part of the schedule for a long time. A lot of upcoming home games are slated for them here.
And keep in mind, just the two-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, given the way things went for them in that game, I'll bet they wish they could play them more than just twice. But we'll see if they feel that way once this game's over.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Sanders. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Sanders has gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Rubio, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Levine. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
Move the ball.
And Sanders kicks to Irving. Back to Sanders. Olynyk with the steal. Rubio against James. Rubio dishes to Olynyk. Here's Levine. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something right. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. It's Wiggins at the top of the key. Shoots from 12. Goes back up. And Towns finishes inside.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Sanders. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Had the space there, but it's offline. Irving against Rubio. Pass to Levine. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Rubio, the pass to Wiggins. Baseline J on the way, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his second bucket.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Sanders. 8 points for him. Stolen by Levine. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Rubio kicks to Olynyk. Here's Levine. Sinks the three-pointer. Levine's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Sanders with the ball. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, when Byron Scott and I had a chance to catch up a few minutes ago, I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about. And he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
All right, Doris. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. Levine kicks to Towns. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game. That one is off. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 9. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Sanders is out there with Irving, and it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good. Ahmed's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Passes to Sanders. Tries it from the top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. And he dunks it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Levine. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. And Muhammad has it in the corner. They grab their own miss. Towns. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pushing their lead to double digits. 16 points for Freak.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts.
Here's the screen. Levine kicks to Zhang. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here is Sanders. He's got 16. Feeds it to Love. Now here's Sanders. Muhammad covering. From deep. Bean with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Wiggins, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Channing Frye. Now here's Sanders. Good on the triple. Sanders has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Cavs.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Here's Levine. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. He dishes it to Wiggins. Takes the 13-footer. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. To the paint. Here's Towns. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Levine. Now the dish to Muhammad. The 15-footer, and that one's good.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers, boy, was he tremendous. He ended up with 56 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Here is Sanders after the basket by Minnesota, and he gets it to go.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Levine. He kicks to Muhammad. Prince with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Towns.